Question at number 6, Matt Doocey.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Transport and asks, what progress has the government made with its Roads of National Significance program in Canterbury?
The
Mr. Speaker.
Simon Bridges.
Mr. Speaker, fantastic progress. Last week, the Prime Minister and I marked the start of 2 final Christchurch motorway projects to be built under the government's Roads of National Significance program. The first is the new $240 million Christchurch Northern Corridor project, which includes a new 8-kilometre 4-lane motorway starting at the Waimakariri River and finishing on Cranford Street in the city. The second project is a $195 million extension to the Christchurch Southern Motorway, which will halve travel time between Rolleston and the city. All up, the construction of these 2 projects will see nearly $500 million injected into Canterbury, providing hundreds of jobs directly and indirectly. They also reflect the government's commitment to seeing the South Island's largest city supported by a roading network which will support the city's future economic and social growth.
Supplementary question, Maureen Pugh.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. What roading projects is the government delivering to support and increase economic growth on the West Coast?
Speaker.
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr Speaker, this week I was really pleased to welcome the news that the New Zealand Transport Agency has awarded the construction contract for the new $25 million Taramacau Bridge between Greymouth and Kumara Junction on the West Coast. Work's set to get underway before Christmas, and once finished, this new 2-lane bridge will mean local business operators and residents will no longer have to wait at each end on their daily commutes. The new bridge will also support the growing tourism opportunities developing in this region, like the Wilderness Trail for cyclists and walkers, by providing a safer and more reliable bridge. The new bridge is an important part of the government's accelerated regional roading program, so I'm pleased we're delivering on this commitment to bring this road forward.
Supplementary question, the right.
Minister, speaking about roads of national significance, the Puhoi to walk with one, after 8 years, how many metres exactly have been built?
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr Speaker, well, I'm glad the member asked. He will well know that we've made fantastic, about $11 billion worth of progress on our roads of national significance. And
Order.
Point of order.
Order.
Point of order.
The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Speaker, we've waited 8 years, and with exactitude, I just want to know.
Order.
How many metres?
Order. The members asked the question. Now, show some respect, and we'll wait for the answer. We'll deal with the answer afterwards if it's not satisfactory. The Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr Speaker, and as I was about to say, the member, I'm sure, will well know we have now procured the project Puhoi to Warkworth, some over $700 million, and very soon that member may well see spades in the ground.
Point of order.
Mr Speaker, I asked him.
Order. What
How
I'm going to
many
do. Order. Order. I'm going to invite the member to ask the question.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Speaking about the roads of national significance, this case, Puhoi to Warkworth. After 8 long years, Minister, exactly how many metres have been built?
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, Mr Speaker, as I made abundantly clear in my answer to the member, the Right Honourable Member, spades have not yet gone into the ground, but if he waits very soon, that will be happening on this project, the last of the roads of national significance that we are starting.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Matt Doocey.
What other roading projects is the government delivering in the South Island to support and increase economic growth?
The Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr Speaker, well, in amongst the unprecedented investment all across the country in roading, last week I was in Queenstown to get work underway on the new $22 million Eastern Access Road. Once completed at the end of next year, the new road will allow traffic not needing to travel into central Queenstown to bypass the busy BP roundabout at the junction of State Highway 6 and 6A. The new road will be a key part of the growing arterial network in the area, and it will bring real relief for motorists by easing congestion in the area. The new road is just one in a range of high-quality transport projects the government is delivering to support the very strong growth in the Queenstown Lakes district area.